DJ Mix Master Chaos. DJ Mix Master Chaos.
What up, people? It's your boy Chaos Theory on this beautiful Sunday evening and broadcasting live from Knoxville, Tennessee. This is our opinion podcast. Down right a bit. Hope everything's going good with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Erica, what's happening, love? Welcome, 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 welcome. We in here on this beautiful Sunday, but gloomy down this way because it's got to raining, storming and shit. But yeah, same shit, different toilet. You already know. But today's topic, or tonight's topic, is gonna be a doozy, doozy, doozy. But it's been something I've been talking about for a long time anyway. But you know, man, matter of fact, I need to get something. I need to make a little bit of a promotional thingy right now. I'm trying to pull up my damn Facebook. Guess I have to wait a while. I'm, when I'm broadcasting live away from the house, my internet kind of has a little ups and downs, you dig? But it is what it is. But I haven't forgot about you, Therese. I had to remember. Can you believe that? I got it in my mind. I know what I got to do. So you ain't got to tell me. I already know. Yep, I already remembered. But I want to get down into this topic for tonight, man. And the topic, as you can see on my crossbar, don't be shaking your head at me, woman. Why are we so divided from each other, black man and woman? And what does it take for us to unite as a black family again? Man, it takes a whole lot. I'll put it that way. It takes a whole lot. But it's not hard, It's not hard at all. But they try to make it hard, you know what I'm saying, by keeping us deaf, dumb, and blind with all type of bullshit information coming in our heads, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they'll tell you, this is how you're supposed to be, and one thing I can't stand is when people that really haven't lived the lives of black men and women try to tell or dictate to us on how to be black, on how to live our lives, when they don't know how we deal with certain things on a daily basis. But a lot of them do know, but they try to play the role like they don't, But this topic is real deep because it's some real situations that are going on right now, you know what I'm saying, each and every day of our lives. I just heard, I think it was yesterday, even today, they had a shooting in Akron, Ohio or something. Well, a young man supposedly got shot 60 times or something like that by one officer. I don't know. It just seems to me a lot of this stuff is orchestrated to keep black people scared of the police, to keep the police scared of black people, and to basically keep us at each other's neck, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't no question about it because it constantly be the same shit over and over again in different ways. And a lot of us, we don't use our mind to try to figure out why situations are like it is because we took too fast to turn the television on, watch Fox, CNN, CBS, ABC, NBC. It's just like some people don't even know that BET is not even owned by us anymore. Bob Johnson sold BET back in 2000. Viacom owns BET now, the same people that owns MTV and VH1. And their whole persona was to destroy the television, BET, because BET once upon a time was a kind of like an infomercial type of station where they basically showed things that empowered black people. But anyway, not further ado, my brother Thar Prince is in the house. Peace, blessings, brother.
Shalom, brother. Shalom, fam. How's the thing going today with you?
It's beautiful, man. Happy 4th of July to you, my brother.
And the hell with them crackers, you know what I'm saying? And they holiday.
I'm just bullshit. You know, I had to get my little joke in before we get.
It's okay. I'm ready. I'm ready.
What's up with it, brother Willie Spencer? What's happening, brother? Peace and blessings with you. But
For
yeah,
sure.
man, I had to get my little joke in because I see a lot of black people talking about they're going to buy fireworks and getting ready for the big day tomorrow. Me,
I'm still tripped out about the fact that people out here still talking about. I don't understand how come this conversation really though. I mean, this woman, you know what I'm saying, if y'all haven't been, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure y'all caught up on this already. Probably old news, but for those that don't, it's just been on my mind and just been scratching my brain about it, is that how can a female get on camera, put somebody on blast that has no responsibility about whatever type of issue. Now the situation was saying that saying that he had 4 or 5 people. They all had different days. Now one of the persons that saying that's in his child's life, making sure that his child good, is dropping off Mickey D. Okay, so while he's on his way to drop off Mickey D, this female is on her phone going live talking about, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm waiting to get over here now about that. Say, what about the rest of my kids? They hungry too, you know. I bet he only brought just 1 bag of food for his. So, and my mind scratched my head like, okay, what's wrong with that? So when he gets there and pulls them pops out, he's like, hey, what's up? He starts attacking me like, oh, that's all you got? You know what I'm saying? Just 1 bag of food, you know what I'm saying? What about the rest of the kids? He's like, well, what about him? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That's your son's sibling. That's your son's sibling. You didn't think about that. How I'm supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, letting them eat up McDonald's in front of them and they ain't got nothing to eat. And I'm sitting there like the audacity that this female has in her head. Because see, first and foremost, our people have a bad time, and I see our females have a bad time that they've been so broken and hurt that you get somebody decent coming along that does pay attention to his seed, and you just will have to have others. It's still gonna be a problem. Because the thing about it, it's about control of something that you've never been used to. And that's the sad part about it. But back to the story is that you have other, you know what I'm saying, men that you lay down with and have a seed with also. So if they're not doing their part, you know what I'm saying, to take care of their responsibility, how is it this person's responsibility to take care of everybody? Now I have people, you know what I'm saying, the kinds they on hard, they say they're gonna cover everybody just because they like, you know, I wouldn't want to see no child, you know what I'm saying, hungry. So we would do it, you know what I'm saying, for the gentleman out there. I put it that way, for the gentleman out there. But for those that just saying, you know what I'm saying, straight up men that say, I'm just trying to take care of my responsibility and nothing else, then the thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, that's a lane too. And there ain't nothing wrong with that lane, because my thing is, I'm just kind of my responsibility, making sure that I do what I'm supposed to do, and we shouldn't have no type, you know what I'm saying, rift about it. But like I say, when you're not used to, you know, stuff, and then the thing about it was, what I come to find out is that she's seeing her downfall in life as far as, you know what I'm saying, mistakes she made. Because now it shows that you didn't choose right when it came down to all the men that you love. Some of them, you know what I'm saying, for the majority of them, you know what I'm saying, don't care nothing about you or they see. That's why they hungry right now. That's why you hungry right now. And on top of that, you tell him
we got somebody that's trying to promote some bullshit, which is mostly advertising. Another goofball from motherfucking Twitch TV. Talking about some tired of advertising. We will help. Okay, thank you, whatever. But anyway, as you were saying. Bro, we everywhere, man. We everywhere. I told you back here when we was on Zoom TV, I said when it get to the point where I'm gonna have all these platforms open up, people gonna be bullshitting the frog, and then you know the alphabet boys, everybody watching. So hey, it is what it is.
I'm glad they watch, because I got a question. My question to the alphabet boys out there tonight, you know what I'm saying, A, B, C, D, E, F, and whatever else you want to call yourself, we're gonna keep it that way. Is that tomorrow? Well, the day after tomorrow, 5th, they're gonna start up a ceremony. This time, it's a lot stronger than it was in 2012. Now, I want to know how come people not talking about this? Because we have a machine on the planet, people, that can actually create a black hole and our planet into it. We don't know what's up. Nobody has been to the other. I don't care how long we've had a space program, as they like to say it. We have still not yet had a probe reach to the outer limit of the edge of the universe.
Right.
So now you want to take, a backside door to some place where you ain't never been. You want to open it up and pull things out that you don't know what's on the other side.
Well,
Now, the first time you took your snap camera and you make pictures of it, I'll put it up on my story tomorrow. I'm going to show you exactly what the picture that they took on the other side of the dimension. His face is looking back smiling. Now, that don't seem to me like that's anywhere near the science realm. It sounds supernatural.
bro.
But this is what CERN doing. On top of that, I know it's getting away from science to occultism because outside of CERN, if you ever go check it out, in Switzerland and Geneva, across the globe, they have a bronze statue of Shiva outside the facility. The thing about it, he is stepping through a portal. That's how he got around. And on top of that, he's doing a dance, and he's called a destroyer. So you got a statue of Destroyer God outside y'all facility while y'all building the actual transporter ring. My thing is, do you really know who you're calling over this? Do you really know who you attempt to get in contact with?
They don't care. That's why they're doing it, because they don't care.
No, I think they do. I think they do because it was just like the beginning when man first fell. Because this is what happened. And they back at it again. Because like Solomon says, there's nothing new under the sun. When the first angels failed, the watch failed, they brought back what we will consider advanced chemistry, advanced physics, advanced biology to everybody else that's not been on those realms and those planes. It's gonna look like magical things. So they said, well, we like also your women. Now, here is the bar. You give us your women, and we'll give you the information as far as technology. How you think the pyramids and all that got built? Those are pre-flood things, people.
Well, bro.
we can get it, bro. I got you. Go ahead, bro. We got on top.
Yeah, that's why I always say, man, we got to discuss that on another time. Because I want to get it. It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. It be that way sometimes. We do that. But tonight's topic is why are we so divided from each other, black man and woman? That's the first step right now of the subject matter.
First part?
Yeah, my thing is why are we so fucking divided? Most of us probably will say, we're not divided. I got a boyfriend. I got a girlfriend. I got a husband. I got a wife. But when I mean so divided, is that do we really actually know what our duties are as a man and a woman on this planet? Because I don't think we do. Because our situations are very unimbalanced as a man and woman. Because today I was on a group page, and like I say, I'm gonna still talk about that shit about R. Kelly. And they didn't got to the point where they saying that he's gonna get this 30 years shit or whatever the case may be. And something about that R. Kelly is suing now. He's suing the penitentiary that he was at for some kind of negligence or whatever the case may be. and people like, getting pissed off, mad, like, he getting what he deserved. He ain't got no business trying to sue nobody for sitting up there raping some little girls. And I got on there and I said, well, hell, he doing what he needs to do then. I said, hell, they can sue on some sucker shit. He can sue on some sucker shit too.
Mm.
And this broad basically came on there, and it was a one dude on there. He was like, one thing about this whole situation is that black people are helping the powers that be tear down his home. And when he said that, I agreed with him. And then this female, she came on there and got mad with me. And gonna say, it's amazing that we sit up here and taking up for a fucking child molester or whatever the case may be. So I fired back. I said, do you even know this man? I said, do you even know what the whole concepts of why he's being treated the way he's being treated? And I said, do you even know the fucking history of our ancestors way back in time before we didn't got so-called free now, that young women were married to older guys?
Yeah.
Because older men needed younger women to basically have children for them, because older women was in bad health situations like they are now, in bad health situations where they couldn't conceive a child. And not to mention, the man basically taught the woman on how to be civilized with herself and how to be responsible to take care of her responsibility on raising her kids, because she was at home. She wasn't out trying to do everything a man can do like these motherfuckers doing now. She was at home taking care of home, cooking and cleaning, taking care of the kids. The kids were civilized because of her. And it was even more civilized because of him. So it was like every time, like, even when I was young, my mama say, boy, get them goddamn toys out there float, because your daddy be home in a minute. And you know how your daddy is. You don't hear that voice echoing through the house anymore. You know why? Because there's a power that basically then destroyed the home of the black man and woman to tell you that you don't need no man like this in your house that's aggressive, highly aggressive, and telling you what to do. So you got in your mind all day, every day, that you don't need a man, that you can basically do whatever the fuck you want to do and take care of your own by yourself. Now we in damn near 4 fucking decades, 4 generations of kids that are growing up confused, don't even know what to fucking do with themselves, don't know how to respect themselves, do not even respect their mother or their father, because the father not there no more. Basically going out here doing everything and everything, getting shot up by the cops. You know why they getting shot up by the cops? It ain't because the cops hate them. It's because, hey, you're not respecting yourself. You don't even respect and it's funny to me that we can't see this. But I understand, because these are the same people that sit up there and say, all they had to do was just shoot them in the foot, not in the body. They didn't have to kill them. And they're not trained to shoot you in the goddamn foot. They're trained to kill you. That's the last damn thing you want them motherfuckers to reach for, is that goddamn gun.
Yep.
So
they'll lie.
Yeah.
They'll lie. It was the taser they reaching for while you sitting there eating ice cream on your couch.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing we got to understand. We had to be pay a whole lot of accountability about, because it ain't got to the point where we basically letting our kids basically dictate to us on what we need, what's best for them. Because I didn't seen it all. I done been in several relationships where I hear these kids telling their mother what they gonna do and what they ain't gonna do. And I be shaking because I be wanting to say something bad. And then sometimes I say something. And then a lot of times when I say something, guess what? I don't end up with that person no more. You know why? Because when you ain't used to a real motherfucker being straight and forward with you, goddamn it, she gonna drop you like a hot potato. Because she don't want nobody, because like I say, the system put this shit in place for a reason. That's the reason why women talking about some, I can't find a good man. It's so hard to find a good man. Well, hell, you don't want parade the whole situation, say that you don't need a man. I just read a post with one of my Facebook friends saying, ain't no damn way I'm going to ever say that I don't need a man. The things that a man can do, I can't do. She look crazy as hell trying to pull a 72-inch TV out of a pickup truck and bring it in the goddamn house.
I just thought about it, dog.
She look crazy as hell getting up under the hood of her car. I'm gonna get up under the fuselage of her car, changing oil, or changing brake pads, or even changing the damn tire.
But check it though, bro. Ain't this what this new generation is all about? Ain't that how they use the flip flop, the swap out?
Yeah.
Ain't that what they doing now?
Right.
So you not gonna listen. The moral compass that we, you know what I'm saying, was formed, you know what I'm saying, from our generation growing up. They don't have that. Matter of fact, they don't know what a compass is. They don't know what morals are. So my thing is, you talking to a lost generation, because my thing after that 1991, what they talked about, that's in play, bro. That's why we ain't gonna be able to get through to them, because it has been ingrained through them, through a subconscious understanding that you ain't nothing. You'll never be nothing.
That's why I tell my people all the time, stop what you're doing, get out of your emotional feelings for a second, do a historical research on the civil rights, go as far as 1960 in the civil rights movement. Find out why Dr. King was really assassinated. Find out why Malcolm X was really assassinated. Find out why Medgar Evers was really assassinated. Find out by the president of the United States, Kennedy, was assassinated. Just take a nice historical ride to your past and get an understanding on why our shit is in shambles 50 plus years later. Because it'll tell you everything you need to know. Because you got to understand, 1968, after King was assassinated, they went head over heels to make sure they went in the black community to destroy everything that unified us to be black men and women and be more respectful than ever. They made sure they destroyed that. And one thing about it, I got clips of a famous movie. I don't give a fuck. They can go ahead and give me for copyright infringement, but I have to show that clip of a movie called Claudine. A lot of y'all, shout out to a lot of y'all that seen it, and shout out to the ones that didn't see it. Because my female friend said she'd never seen it. She ain't never heard of the damn movie. And the movie's been out as long as we've been living. It's a movie starring Diane Carroll, the late Diane Carroll, and James Earl Jones. And it's about the welfare system. It's about the welfare system here in America, how it got started. Matter of fact, I'm going to show a clip. I'm gonna go ahead and show a clip of it right now. I'm gonna show one clip of it. Let's see. The clip that I'm gonna show is the clip where her son went and got a vasectomy because he was so out of tune with himself, with how society was basically treating him as a young man, that he didn't want to bear kids. He didn't want to have kids. Check this out.
Charles, you know, I am your mother. Can't we have a conversation once without having an argument? I asked you, what's the matter with you?
I had a slight operation.
Operation?
A vasectomy. Rosie done it, huh? With one little cut, no babies. See?
Oh my God, Charles. You mean did you have yourself fixed? Oh Lord, I know you're going crazy. You gave up your manhood?
Oh, Mama. Manhood is not between the legs.
What'd he write? Charles wouldn't do a thing like that. He might. He's crazy. But how could you do something so stupid?
Get out of here, man.
Hey, can I get you something?
No, just get out.
How about a drink of water?
I don't want nothing from you, man. Just get out of here. Stupid little kid.
Hey, Charles, did you cut your dick off?
Mama, you get this little dude out of here, man. You never...
Paul! God. You see, I saw it. He didn't cut his dick off.
Charles, you think you are so cool. Had yourself fixed, right? So you would never give no woman a baby. You did it to yourself. Gonna make a revolution. That's what Mr. Whitey does to the black man. He cuts off his manhood. But you did it to yourself. Just like Rupert's doing to himself.
Oh, he's doing what?
He's giving up, throwing it in. Life is over. Forgetting it.
Man, look, he was bad news. You're much better off without him.
Don't you never tell me when I'm better off. Don't you never tell me that. You did it to yourself, but don't you never tell me when I lose something that's goddamn special that I'm better off.
I only meant to...
I don't give a shit what you meant.
I'm gonna cut it right there because it kind of glitched a little bit. I'm gonna bring it back though. But what she was saying, she was trying to. The video was trying to come out. She was saying, was you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing no different than what the white man did to black men in slavery when he cut the man's shit off by going to get a vasectomy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he did. Mm-hmm. He basically went and he basically felt like he just didn't have a chance on wanting to bring kids into the world because of them being on welfare. He's seeing the way the system was basically treating his mother. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be caught up in that same direction, I guess. But the movie...
I'm feeling that, though. But at the same time frame, I see Mom's point behind it, though. I mean, because, like I say, when you're going through something first, and like you thought about it first, I understand how it affects me and my family. But see, in the grand scheme of things, you should understand if I do this, how would it affect my race? And we don't think big like that, bro. We got to think, how would it affect us and me and my race? You know what I'm saying? That just mean the race. Because we thought big there on the grander scale like that. And then the thing about we would make a little small mistake. But we already know now that's a ripple effect that could be tearing between our race.
Right. Exactly. And see,
I mean, both people right, but the thing about it, in the grand scheme of things, the logic side, that's when you frown on, say, how will it affect us all if I do this?
Yep. Well, see, another thing that was tripped out about that movie.
Hey, what's the name of that movie? Because I'm gonna have to watch that, bro. I almost got lost.
You can pull it up. It's on YouTube. Claudine. They had one of the best. They had one of the beautiful soundtracks of all time to me. That the soundtrack was brought to you by Gladys Knight and the Pips. Curtis Mayfield had songs on the but she had a song called Mr. Welfare, where it was basically. But see, I'm gonna tell you what the movie is about. The movie is conditioning to tell you that if you are in the system, if you get any kind of government assistance, you cannot have a black man in the house. Mm-hmm. That's basically what the movie is about. And she was, like most black women, which is normal. A lot of times black women ain't gonna say it, but this movie here basically had messages in it back and forth. Yeah. Back in them days, in the 70s, they had those movies, man. They didn't give a damn. They were putting messages out there left and right. That's why I never got mad with exploitation movies, because exploitation movies just what they were. They was exploiting a lot of things that they don't want to exploit now. It had messages in there. You just had to catch up to them. Because this movie here basically was showing that, James Earl Jones, who was Diane Carroll's dude on the movie, She wanted a man, but she couldn't really find one because she had 5 kids and she was living off the system. Then she had to try to figure out, if she do get a man, how am I going to bring him in my home? Because if they see anything of substance of a black man being in the house, they was going to take her assistance away from her. Because in order for you to get government assistance, Mr. Charlie, the slave master, or whatever the fuck you want to call him, get his money, you better not bring no nigga up in that house. And you still got that going on till this day. Because you live in an apartment, if you live in an apartment complex, Section 8 housing, or anything, that better not see no man clothes in there or anything.
Now, let me tie it to it to show how it gets sinister for you. This is the sinister part of it. Now, the thing about it, you live right by the rule. The man out of it. But then the thing about it, you come on, was it 70-some thousand missing? How many was it?
Who was that?
How many minutes was it missing? Like 70-some thousand, 74,000, something like that.
Oh, 74,000 black women, young black women missing.
See, that's how that ties into that. Once what I just said was,
yeah.
You playing by the rule system, and you keep the man out the house. There's nobody can nobody can say, "Well, I saw you last," because you been kept out of their life.
Get your audio. Get your audio, bro, because you're kind of chopping up a little bit. Get your audio.
Is that better?
Okay, go ahead.
So it gets sinister because the thing about it, you being out and you following the rules, but at the same time frame, you get to the point where you on your daily routine of going to work, grocery store, wherever else. They know this already. They snatch you up and don't nobody where you know you at. And we got a case of 74,000 that's gone missing. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. This is our people gone.
That's how deep this situation is, and that's the reason why people need to watch this movie. The name of the movie, ladies and gentlemen, is called Claudine. You can look at it right now if you want to. It's on YouTube, and I beg the difference that y'all go ahead and watch it now before they snatch it off again, because I think they snatched it off one time because that movie had a lot of messages, and they always get you with the copyright infringement bullshit, but a lot of times they get you with the copyright infringement shit because they know there are messages in that movie that they don't want the new generation to know about. Because I have read the comments in that movie on YouTube, and a lot of people never said, a lot of young folks said they never seen this before. And they were like, this movie is interesting because they're living this life right now. And they were like, damn, they were living like that back in those days? Of course, yes. Because you got to remember, this movie came out in 1974. Just what? 6 years after Dr. King was assassinated. Now think about that. Wasn't very far away from King's assassination and from the destruction of the Black Panther Party of self-defense. So yeah, this was right around the time that they was basically going in on all cylinders to destroy the unification of black men and women in the home.
Mm-hmm.
They were going in full speed ahead, getting rid of the man job preference of fixing cars at the factories and all the other stuff that he was doing, that skills that paid the bills at home, and basically flipped the script and gave the whole concept of work and education to the black woman. Yeah. And this movie, Claudine, is a prime example of what I'm talking about. So, okay, Willie Smith said, I remember that movie when it first came out.
I'm about to check it out tonight.
Oh, yeah. But this movie is deep, bro. It's really deep. And the soundtrack is beautiful. I'm gonna have to download the soundtrack because I've always liked the Get Gladys Knight and the Pips, but she has a lot of beautiful songs on there that was, a part of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one song on there was Mr. Welfare. Because that's who James Earl Jones' character was. He was considered as Mr. Welfare. Because if she would have kept bringing that dude around, he was going to be ended up taking care of her and her kids. And it got to the point where that's where at the end it ended up getting to that point. And I'm going to show you that clip too on what I'm talking about. But that movie had subliminal messages in there. I'm talking about a whole lot of messages that we see today. Like where her son, her oldest son was protesting against welfare, talking about they didn't want no damn welfare, that they want some jobs. Because see,
Rally cry different.
Yeah, because see, the thing is, the way that public assistance shit, it don't do nothing but keep you divided. Because, yeah, you talking about, well, I shouldn't have to get this because if my child's father would have took care of his responsibility. Well, hell, you're part of that responsibility, sister. Because you picked this guy to lay down with. It ain't like he just came to you with a gun to your head and say, now lay down. Now, to the ones that got raped, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the ones that y'all try to get a relationship with, that y'all really thought liked you or loved you and didn't care 10 shakes of a fat rat's ass about you. I'm talking about them. The ones you thought he had a nice car, nice job, and he was popping bottles in the club when he met you or whatever the case may be. I'm talking about them. The one you was trying to basically run competition with another female with. I bet I can get that nigga before you can get him. And then you end up getting him and get pregnant by him, and then he don't want to have nothing to do with you or your child. That's what I'm talking about. And they know that he's a product of what's about to become. It's basically a chain reaction. It's a stair-step situation. That's why when you sit up there and say that you don't need a man to take care of your young man, this is what you're getting out here in the streets for the next generation to deal with. Because when you pushing this guy to the side that really want to be in that child's life, because you mad at him because he don't want to have shit to do with you anymore, just think about the environment you setting up for this child. Because he's basically watching you act like you are acting, and there's no man in the atmosphere. Meaning, he basically watching you sit on the toilet taking a piss or shit, basically putting a hair hat and eyelashes on, basically talking all crazy and doing all kind of little feminine stuff. He's basically recording all this in his little brain. And he's going to end up doing the same thing you do. And you're going to be trying to dress him up like a young man all day long, but he's going to have a mind like a woman. And guess what? When he get out here in society, he's going to be trying to date the new generation of females, and she going to think she getting her something when she really ain't getting her. She getting the same thing that's just like that's on the same level she's on. So basically, y'all basically setting up this generation for failure just as well as the black man. That's the reason why we need to regroup and try to find our way up out of this madness, out of this curse. Because that's all it is a curse. It's a curse that is destroying us all day, every day. You think these youngsters doing these shootings and all this stuff for nothing? Oh, they doing it for attention. Attention that they not getting at home. They're not getting the proper treatment because, hey, you say you don't need a man, but at the same time, your son saying, "Mama, I want to do this, I want to do that," and you telling him hell no all the time. You basically ignoring him. You basically are emotional destroyed because his father don't want to have nothing to do with you. So you take it out on him. So guess what? Subconsciously in his mind, he's taking on that persona all his days of his life. And he's building up anger and frustration to where when he go to school, he got to deal with the assholes at school because they teasing him how he look at, dress. Because your mom, you don't want to buy him no shoes, or you can't afford to buy him no shoes and clothes, none of the good, nice little stuff that young folks wear. And so he's basically taking on a big situation where he don't know how to deal with the problems that's coming his way because there's no man in the house. So now, guess the easiest way out? Gunplay. If I get a gun, I guarantee I get all the goddamn respect I ever want because they're going to respect me if I shoot one of these motherfuckers in the head. And this is what you get. Plain and simple as that. They ain't going to tell you that on the news because the news because it ain't their job to tell you. It's your job to figure this situation out for yourself. Stop depending on the politicians and your local preacher to tell you how to live your life because they're all in the same game together. Because the preacher, man, he ain't going to do nothing but tell you how to get out there and praise Jesus, and it's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. All praises, dude. Everything going to be all right. But you go home and the same problem going to be right there. You know why? Because it's your job to do what needs to be done. Preacher, man, he got his situation under control how he wanted it to be. And he ain't going to look out for you. Only thing he gonna look out for is that damn collection plate that they pass around. And I'm not hating on the preacher, man, but they know who the fuck they are. I ain't gotta call no names. If you foul, you a foul motherfucker. Plain and simple as that. Just like a lot of motherfuckers sit up there talk about, well, you listen to Farrakhan and he's a foul minister or whatever the case may be. Look, here's the thing. One thing I can tell you, I don't follow no man. I love the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I love the Nation of Islam, the Fruit of Islam, the MGT, Vanguard, all of them. Because they're orchestrated with discipline. And they know how to treat each other. Like Christians should know how to treat each other. But we don't. We are so divided to where it's working in the hands of what the powers that be want it to be. Because they don't make no money off of us being positive. They make a whole lot of money off of us being negative. Because that's the thing. Negative. Don't you think they building prisons because it look good? No. They building prisons because they trying to harvest as many niggas they can back into the system. They trying to put you right back in slavery, slowly but surely. See, that's why they make the music sound totally different from how it used to sound back in the day. Because see, like I say, we shitting on R. Kelly. We making jokes about R. Kelly. But we had an R. Kelly get destroyed and he's dead and gone. Right now. Michael Jackson. Remember they were making jokes about Michael Jackson back in the day? Talking about he was a child molester, he was molesting kids, he was doing this, doing that. But did it ever cross in your mind that Michael Jackson was a black man that was loved by billions of people around the world? He was what Edgar J. Hoover considered as the new black messiah. But here's the thing. Michael Jackson had so much power to where he got sense enough to buy all these different catalogs that were worth millions of dollars a piece. To where they basically went in there and destroyed. They had to kill him because he was becoming powerful. And when you get very high up in the rankings, you have to be dealt with. That's why Dr. King was assassinated. Dr. King, I had a dream speech. That was all fine and dandy because they was telling Dr. King to basically tell niggas to kiss ass to get what they want. That's what they want you to get on your knees and, please, Mr. White Man, give me a piece of cornbread. I'm hungry. Please. Oh, nigga, okay, here's your cornbread. Now get the hell out of my face. Oh, thank you, Mr. White Man. But when Dr. King started to realize that shit didn't work, because even when he was telling you about how I had a dream, 1964, Birmingham, Alabama, when those 40 little girls got killed in that church?
Mm.
You think they was listening to that I Had a Dream speech? They didn't give a fuck about that. They killed 4 little young girls. That was just at church, at a church. At a church. And then, on top of that, they locked him up in Birmingham. In Montgomery. Throwing rocks and bricks and bottles, every damn thing at him. But the same people that most of y'all say y'all don't like, Nation of Islam, under the guise of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, had to talk with Dr. King. And you best believe he didn't talk to Dr. King about talking about do another I Had a Dream speech. Nah. He told Dr. King to step your game up and stop running to these goddamn racist motherfuckers that basically don't give 10 shakes of fat rat's ass about. This was the meeting that he had with Dr. King in 1967, just 2 years after Malcolm X's assassination. And when Dr. King started to realize that his ass kissing wasn't working, he started really talking like MLK supposed to talk. He started talking about the war in Vietnam. He started talking about the poverty in Memphis and how we need to stop giving these white folks our dollars and let these motherfuckers basically starve to death because they needed our money more than they need their own goddamn money. That's why he was boycotting Memphis bus company in Memphis back in 1968. When he did that, he basically was fucking with the economy of the white man, the infrastructure. And guess what? Pop, pop, pop. Good night. Plain and simple as that. Not to mention he was talking about coming after them reparation check that they supposed to be giving us. Talking about we finna go march on Washington once again. Hey. So when you think about all of that versus what's going on right now, there's your answer why we are in the shape we in, ladies and gentlemen. See, that's why I say, fuck all this shit that I'm talking. I'm just a truck driver / DJ. Go and research this stuff yourself. This motherfucker right here, everything is at your fingertips. All you gotta do is look up shit. You ain't gotta love and praise people. You ain't gotta praise the Nation of Islam. You ain't gotta praise the Black Panther Party. You ain't gotta praise none of these organizations. All you gotta do is get the message, because it's there. Just listen to them. And when you put all this stuff together, your pineal gland, your third eye in your brain, is gonna kick in. It's gonna cut on, like you activate a cell phone, and you're gonna start seeing a lot of things that we're talking about tonight, on reason why we are so divided and being conquered amongst each other. Because right now we the motherfucking enemy. See, I ain't gonna even say about the white man no more, because we way past overdue about that shit now. Because he already done got us on autopilot with each other. He got his back turned about us. Every time, he ain't got to even look at to see what the hell we doing no more, because he got us on autopilot. He already know. We're going to continue to be shitting on each other all day, every day, because he feel like that's another, the rise above unification of being together in togetherness anymore. Because like I say, I expected myself to have more than one child. I wanted 4 or 5 kids. But the way shit going, but at the same time, if the Most High was to ever put that in me between now and later on in a later life or whatever the case may be, hey, I'm down with OPP. But for now, right now, I'm saying I because they basically know that a lot of black women don't know her ass from a hole in the ground. Hell, y'all can't even go to the, like I said, I'll be making jokes. Y'all can't even go and take out the garbage without putting your hair, hat, and eyelashes on. They know they got you in the valley of the shadow of death of insecurity. It's low self-esteem with yourself. That's why they give you this thing called child support. Because they feel like all you gotta do is get pregnant by the man, you can make money. Your child is an investment, instead of your child being your love of your life. and you looking out for your child. But you say you look out for your child, but a lot of y'all don't be looking out for your kids because your kids be at home looking raggedy. Or they don't even be at home; they be over their grandmama's house. You shoving your child on your grandma, or your mother, or somebody else while you going to the club to shake your ass to the early morning. Tell me I'm lying, because I see it all the time. And not to mention, y'all got stupidity enough to go to the club with your own child. What kind of shit is that? Your child is your child, not your friend. I can hang with my daughters if I want to. Nah, you shouldn't even have that mindset. Cuz, what's happening? Welcome to the show. What's up, cuz? Not to get you off subject, but what about them shooting? Oh, bro, we just got to chopping it up about that. I really want to talk about it, but then again, I think what I'm going to do, I'm curveball it in on the topic tonight. Because I really don't want to go too deep off into that situation because I've seen a little snip of a video that was shown on TikTok, and that video probably was maybe 10 seconds long. And see, one thing about me, I like to see the full video of whatever's going on before it happens. Don't show me. I don't want to see a video where they're showing a cop running after the guy and pop. I don't want to see that because I already know a lot of times most black people, we get emotional. We don't never just see the first beginning of things. That's just like what that happened with DeAndre Brooks that time in Atlanta. Black people would choose me out because I said that he should have complied, which he should have. And black people were talking about calling me a motherfucking Uncle Tom or a coon or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, that's the furthest thing from me. Because I know who I am and I love my people. I love me as well as I love my people. My people don't love themselves though. Because if you use common sense, they basically walked you through this young man's death. He got out, when they pulled up on him, he laid in the car, sleep. They knocked on the door. They said, "Sir, can you step in the car?" They talked to him and everything, real nice. When they got to the point where they said they were going to take him to the station or whatever, he could have just went on to the station. They probably going to let him go because they probably just felt like he was just drunk and he was just out of his mind or whatever the case may be. He tried to take off running. He took off running and then tried to grab the man's gun and he grabbed the fucking taser and he tried to fire it. When he fired it, he fired the real thing and hit him. That police officer was very hurt that he had to shoot the young man. He even asked them over and over again, "How is Mr. Brooks? Is he going to be okay? Is he going to be okay?" And they were like, "We don't know. Don't worry about it." And one the black officer, he basically was snicking and grinning. "Oh, bro, don't worry about it. Fuck it." But the white boy was concerned. He was hurt because he didn't want to use his weapon. But the thing about it is, when I said that he pointed a weapon at the officer and that they shot him and killed him, that he got what he had coming to him. They got mad with me for saying that you wrong. They could have shot him in the foot. And I said, you don't know not one police department in this country that trains to shoot a motherfucker in the foot. Because they are trained, militarized, just like every damn thing in government law enforcement. They train to kill. Otherwise, why the fuck have a gun? And I'm not basically co-signing law enforcement because I don't fuck with none of this shit. But I'm just telling you from what I've read and from what I've seen and from talking to officers out here. They'll tell you, we don't train. They say, one officer told me, that's the last fucking thing you want them to even think about touching is a goddamn gun. Because when they go for this, you already know. It's over with. They ain't finna, let me see, I'm gonna shoot him in the foot or maybe I shoot him in the arm. No, they trying to get rid of your ass, especially if they feel threatened. Because Blackwater, this company called Blackwater is the same company that trained the military, trains the police departments in these big ass cities. Plain and simple as that. And they ain't training to shoot the motherfucker in the pinky toe. They trained to kill your ass. Please believe it. And bro, you know it because you was in the military, so you know I ain't bullshit.
No.
But that's why I was trying to get these folks to understand. They getting all emotional thinking that I'm taking up for the officer. I'm not talking. It ain't about me taking up for them. It's about using common sense to not rise above your means to try to do some stupid shit that's gonna get you, that's gonna end your life. Just like I hear a lot of these motherfuckers talking about they know their rights. You don't know your goddamn rights. Because the officer say, let me see your license. You ain't gotta show you my goddamn license. Fuck you. Kiss my ass. Ah! You ain't doing nothing but ratting the bones in the valley. Because you really don't know. You know, Dr. Khalil, God rest the dead, Dr. Khalil Muhammad said, just show him your rack and file, which is your license. That's all you gotta do. What my cousin said, let's see what cuz say. The military damn sure is trained to do that. Yeah. Yeah. And majority of the motherfucking officers that are working the police departments are in the military. So they already prepared for what's gonna go down. So that's why I try to tell people you gotta educate yourself enough to know right from fucking wrong when it comes down to these goddamn officers out here. Don't rattle the bones in the valley, because when you rattle the bones gonna come together and it's gonna kick your ass. Plain and simple as that. And this, I mean, I'm laughing, but I'm serious. You know, you gotta use common sense with this shit. Don't be listening to the Democratic Party or your preacher, your local preacher, or any one of these goofy motherfuckers telling you you ain't gotta do this and do that. Because a lot of these motherfuckers try to set you up to get killed. Now, anyway, okay, what does it take to unite the black family again, bro? What you think it what it takes? What you think? Do you know a good scenario, bro?
We're gonna have to unlearn a lot of what we've learned.
Woo, did I hear you say it right? Did you say we're gonna have to unlearn what we learn?
Yep.
Does that have anything to do with separating ourselves from Mr. Johnny and his family? Is that what you
It
trying to
started
tell
with
me?
us first separating ourselves from our personal own bull. You gotta clean out your own closet first. And if your brother, man, and I'm cleaning out my closet, he clean out his closet, we come together, you know what I'm saying? We'll see, like, man, there's some other rooms that we didn't even know was there, but we got the blood out the way. It's like when you start cleaning up your room. Now, once you start moving stuff out the way, you start seeing stuff that you're looking for last week that ain't had nothing to do with what you're looking for right then at the moment.
I agree.
So my thing is, once we start cleaning out our mental closet,
Chop.
then the thing about our community will be a cleaned out mental closet. Our race.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said back here, and white people seem to take it as a cap. They take it as a disrespect. But the brother been saying it for 40 plus years. And he was just saying is that we need to separate ourselves from them to get our shit together. That's all he was saying. He wasn't saying that we get, like, you know, because most Caucasian people were thinking that when he say separate ourselves, it's like we're gonna go in this big ass hole and just say how we gonna go in and kill Whitey. No, that's the furthest from our mind. We're spiritual beings. We're the most spiritual people on this planet. That's why you see more black women going to church than any motherfucking human being on this planet. We are very spiritual. A lot of times, if you, like I say, if we do a lot of, man, we could do a lot of historical research on why Big Mama was so spiritualized in her come-ups back in the days, as far as learning how to cook up types of toddies and stuff, that she went out into the fields and got stuff and made an herbal tea or something for you to drink when you got sick, instead of you going to get the hokey pokey. And learn why grandma used to sing all these songs talking to the Lord, and how she always kept her cool even through all the trials and tribulation of white supremacy back in the Jim Crow era. Get all these understandings on why your grandmother was such a strong and powerful woman. Because grandma knew her history. And she probably didn't even have a fucking high school diploma, high school education. But she knew right from wrong, because guess what? Your grandmother was uneducated, but at the same time, she took care of white folks. Now let that shit ring-a-ding-ding in your head for a second. I'm going to say that shit again. Your grandmother was uneducated, but she took care of white folks. White folks supposed to be really educated, remember? No, they was dumb as a rock. They just only knew their own interpretation of words, just like we knew our interpretation of words. Because English wasn't our language to begin with. Just like Spanish wasn't our brown brothers and sisters' language either. The Mexicans, that's not their language either. That's their shit too. See, the language we spoke, they didn't understand. Even a lot of time when y'all hear the word curse, don't curse, when you say shit, fuck, all that stuff, you call it curse. But the white man, that was the way the white man basically said, hey, I don't understand what the fuck that means because it sounds aggressive. So don't you say that shit no more, boy. Because if you do, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. I'm going to whoop your ass. Because he didn't know what the hell shit and fuck mean. That was some heavy shit. That's why, like, when your grandmother tell you, you better not use that curse word no more, they call it a curse because they didn't understand the word. It was scary to white people when you curse. And it's scary to some of you black folks now. That's why a lot of black folks be like, I don't allow that cursing in my house. Because it was aggressive. It scares the hell out of you. That's what it scared the white man. Because he didn't know what the hell you were saying. All he knew is that you were saying something very aggressive, like you want to do something to him when he told you to get out there in the field and do some crazy shit that he knew was wrong. Like I say, all you gotta do is do your research on this shit. Bro, you going to sleep on me over there? Oh, you didn't got in the zone high. You high as a kite, ain't you, bro?
Man,
you in the zone, ain't you, bro?
just listening, dog.
Well, bro, let's see. I'm gonna show that video that I was gonna tell you about, which is the end part of that movie. I want you to check this out, man. This is that movie, Claudine.
Words not well with. This man to thy wedded husband to live together after God's ordinance in the holy state of matrimony.
I will.
Come on, stop, hold it. Who giveth this woman to be married to this man?
You will.
You will.
I will.
I will. What's that?
Kiss the bride. What's going on? this man to thy wedded husband, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy state of matrimony.
I will.
Come on, stop, hold it.
Who giveth this woman to be married to this man?
You will.
You will.
I will.
I will.
What's that?
Kiss the bride. What's going on? You're under arrest.
No superstar. I love you just the way you are. So fuck you and out of sight. I wanna be what pleases you.
I'm gonna cut it right there. Well, on that part, well, y'all just had to see the rest of the movie, but that part was just a message, a real good message that, like, you know what I'm saying, he basically went in to go on ahead and marry Claudine, but at the same time to show that he really loved and cared for this woman so much that he cared that he basically had those kids back, and he knew that her son, he was protesting against welfare, which you seen. He seen that the cops was trying to arrest the young man, and he came in there and they duked it out, and then which they all end up getting arrested. And it's like, hey, fuck it. If we gonna go to jail, if he gonna go to jail, we all going to jail. That's what that's all about. United. But like I say, y'all see this movie, man. It's a good movie. It's a real good movie. Claudia. And God rest her dead to Diane Carroll. You know what I'm saying? She's a damn good actor. Even though she married that Vic Damone guy who was a Jewish Italian or whatever the fuck. But, you know, he was a beautiful actor, and she was a damn good actor. And James Earl Jones, too. But, yeah. Y'all get a chance to check that movie out, though, for real. On YouTube. Y'all better check it while it's still on there, because they'll probably pull that again, because somebody just posted up there last year. Because I know I seen it last time. Me and my cousin, we watched it. I let him check it out. Like I said, that movie had a lot of messages in it. And it will give you an understanding on why we're in the shape we're in today. Because even James Earl Jones' character, he was a garbage waste management worker or whatever. He's working on, how you say, garbage truck and shit, you know what I'm saying? So he literally was in love with, what's his name's character, you know what I'm saying? To where he worked his way into the point where it was like, you know what I'm saying, I want to show you that I really do love and care about you, regardless of how many kids you got. He did. So, you know what I'm saying? And even the kids, they was like, they was kind of aggressive. They didn't trust him or whatever the case may be until he started showing. That's how it ended up at the end, like what you seen, where they all got to with the cops and they ended up going to jail. And it's like, we gonna go to jail. If one gonna go to jail, we all going to jail. That's what made a family.
That's right.
But that's what we need. That's how we need to be again. We need to be just like that.
Definitely,
What would you think it would take for us to get on that level, like Claudine? What you think? Oh, you don't have no word? Come on, brother. Come on, Reverend Boston. I know you know something.
No, my thing is the machine, machines got too many ingrained, and what scripts tell me is that, that this gonna be only just a few. Everybody not gonna, so not gonna get masses, you know. Just feel it. It just feel.
Oh, you kind of breaking up again.
Say the thing about it is, it just gonna be a way. Not gonna be every. So that's the thing about it. Just got to go. Because everybody ain't everybody.
Oh, you breaking up, bro, real bad. Hit
So
your
that's
mic.
whether else or not.
Hit your mic again, because you were breaking up a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's do it now.
Better.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was saying that, you know what I'm saying, scripts already said that it's gonna only be a remnant. It's just you. Everybody ain't gonna wake up. Everybody ain't gonna be able to go.
Now I agree with you on that 100%. You've been saying it for a while. Yeah, because I feel like too, we love to live a comfortable delusion than an uncomfortable reality. That's our problem. We love the Disney Channel, but we hate the history.
Yeah.
We love the Disney Channel because the Disney Channel shows all type of fun and excitement and all kind of distraction of entertainment versus knowing what's the reason why you're in the condition that you're in, the people in, or whatever the case may be. That's a hurting pillar there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like if a person really actually watched that movie, they'll really get an understanding on why society is like it is today. It's because all the messages of today is in that movie. And that was back in 1974. Just 2 years before I was born. And I've heard people talk about this movie, but you know how back in them days, okay. If it ain't something funny and a comedy or something, something that's kind of interesting that'll keep you all hyped up, you don't want to watch that shit. So, but after all these years, I watched this movie for the first time. This was like 2019. My first time seeing that movie. You know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, man, I just beg to differ that y'all watch this movie. But bruh, I think, let's see, we 10 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes into the podcast, and you look like you about in the zone.
Good. I'm definitely.
I
say I'm definitely good. I just had to get a little extra something stronger today. That's all it is, Because like studying, you know what I'm saying, I've been checking.
Oh, your mic going out.
Oh. That better?
Now what you were saying now? Say it again, what you were saying.
No, I said I just been paying attention to the project. I got
Ooh, you chopping up bad now.
book.
Let's see, get up on it. I guess you got to probably get up on your mic or something. It's probably because it's like you be trying to talk and it's kind of like chopping up a little bit, crunching up.
It may got something to do with the weather too, though.
Or is it storming down that way?
Not yet, but it's on its way to go. But this is a little better though.
Oh, okay. I don't
But
know.
yeah,
See,
I was saying that I was little like I said, checking out my little project going on. And just spending a little time with that, babying it up, getting it ready, bringing it up. So just piecing together where I go and just working on it. But like I say, I'm trying to get to it's power position. So I'm working on my project to get that happen. That's all that is. So right now, yeah, I mean, I'm feeling great. I'm alive. So it allowed me to, continue to fulfill my vision as far as what I need to be doing. But yeah. Williams.
Yeah, I've seen that movie. I forgot the name of that movie. Matter of fact, I seen that movie back here about.
It's an old movie, yeah.
Yeah. I seen that movie about 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah,
it's an old movie on Tubi. Matter of fact, you probably, Brother Spencer, you probably can look at if you got Tubi. I think that movie's on Tubi, if I ain't mistaken, because I've seen that movie on Tubi back here. I want to say about 3 or 4 months ago. But that's a good movie. I remember that movie. I seen that movie when I was little, way back in the day. It's an old movie there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was about the Negro Leagues baseball team shit.
Yeah,
and that's another thing that we don't pretty much know about that I had to go and look up to about the Negro Leagues. They never really taught us anything about that when we were young. But I learned about that. Did you know that we basically was the mastermind of that too? Yeah. Baseball. And that's the reason why, they went ahead and signed Jackie Robinson in 1943 or 1947 or something like that. 1947, yeah. 1947. Because that the Caucasian people was very, they was kind of like observing and curious, like these niggas can really hit that ball better than we can ever hit that ball. And they wanted to bring a couple of black baseball players over, and Jackie Robinson was the first one that they brought over. And it basically kind of threw us off of our square on what we were doing. That was our own. And we all wanted to go, I want to go with the white man too. And fucked all our shit up. We basically gave the Negro League teams away. Like we do everything else in society. That's fucked up, bro.
No, they got rid of it. This is what happened. My thing is, I found out, doing a little deep research, the brother created, hockey too. When they were in the Chase Plays out up in Canada. They were the first to create that game called hockey. But you don't see none of them playing. But the thing about it, they took the concept of the game and kept that. The concept of the game of baseball took that. They came up with their own little basketball game, but we started to dominate that. We snatched that. So my thing is, we've always had great ideas. And we put them on the map, and we put the blueprints to it and made it happen. They like, well, I need all that. So I'm going to come up with this cat, and we'll just own it all. And that's what they did. So we've always been, creative of a lot of things, but they just took the credit for a lot of things and whitewash. And in some cases, a lot of black towns throughout, U.S. of A, they've been put underwater. They call lake, but these black towns are underwater to this day, but they're lake. So my thing is, we've always been making Mars. They just been trying to wipe it out, or drown it out, or burn it out, or lynch it out, however they do.
Well, yeah, yeah, because it's just like, it's even with the music, like rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? They had to find a way to get the ownership of that. I mean, because Chuck Berry started it all because he basically wanted to make a different sound of blues, which was fast, up-tempo type of sound, but it was blues, but it was up-tempo and fast. And that became rock and roll. But when they love the white people liked it so much because they were dancing and shit to where they was like, you know what, we can't make this thing called rock and roll the black folk shit. And what did they do? They went in and tried to find something on Chuck Berry. He's supposed to have been messing around with some little underage women and taking them from state to state, locked them up, and brought in Elvis Presley. And Elvis Presley ended up being the king of rock and roll. Now think about that. Yeah, now think about that. I want to look at this Akron, Ohio shooting. Akron shooting today. I'm gonna pull that up right quick and see what the hell going on.
Yeah, take it with you.
We're gonna since Cuz was talking about that, I really didn't want to talk about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring that video up because they got the video right here.
On Monday, June 27th.
So let's pull that video up. Let's see what the hell going in out there. Let's see what the hell they're talking about. Viewer discretion is advised, ladies and gentlemen.
2022 at 12:30 in the morning, Akron police officers have attempted to stop the silver Buick on East College Avenue near Thayer Street. Officers informed dispatch that the reason for the stop was for a traffic violation as well as an equipment violation. The driver of the vehicle refused to stop, and officers initiated vehicle pursuit as the vehicle was nearing the East College Avenue entrance ramp to Route 8 southbound. Approximately 40 seconds after the driver of the vehicle fled from the attempted stop, a sound consistent with a gunshot can be heard on the body-worn cameras of the officers. Officers notified dispatch that a shot came out of the suspect's car door.
Getting on to 8 South of Talmadge. The reason for stop is traffic and equipment violation. And 21 shots fired. That vehicle just had a shot come out of its door.
At the time of the sound, a flash of light can be seen along the driver's side of the suspect vehicle. The vehicle pursuit continued on the expressway for several minutes, and the suspect vehicle exited onto the Art Avenue ramp. The pursuit proceeded through several city streets until he neared the intersection of East Wilbeth Road and Claremont Street. At that point, the driver slowed down and exited through the passenger side door of the moving vehicle wearing a ski mask. The suspect fled from the vehicle on foot, turning and facing officers momentarily. He continued to run, evading arrest. Officers attempted to safely take the suspect into custody by deploying their tasers. The deployment of tasers was unsuccessful, and the suspect continued to flee on foot. As the foot chase reached the nearby parking lot, the suspect stopped and quickly turned towards the pursuing officers. Officers reacted by discharging their firearms, striking the suspect. Under visual inspection of the suspect's vehicle, a handgun, a loaded magazine for a handgun, and what appears to be a gold wedding ring were observed in plain view on the driver's seat. Body-worn cameras do not provide a 360-degree or three-dimensional view. We will now play 13 body-worn camera videos.
602 on West on Wilbur Firestone. Can I get in?
Still westbound Wilbur. We're passing Evergreen. We're heading towards Maine. Looks like we have some units up ahead at the intersection of Maine. He's slowing down here, slowing down. Stop. He's in fucking head! He's in fucking head! Take your fucking move, Clark! You fucking move! Don't fucking move! Don't fucking move! Show me your hand! Show me your fucking hand!
On West on Wilbur Firestone. Can I get in?
It's still westbound Wilbur. We're passing Evergreen. We're heading towards Maine. Looks like we have some units up ahead at the intersection of Maine. He's slowing down here, slowing down. Down.
Get the fuck! On West on.
You there, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like overkill to me, don't you? Wouldn't you say? Shit, was they shooting a human being or was they shooting a goddamn robot or something? God damn, that was a severe overkill.
That's normal now.
Well,
Overkill is normal in the streets all over the place.
Well, I tell anybody, the way this whole situation is set up is working according to plan with them anyway. Because if it takes for them to do this to us, it's because there's no repercussions behind it. Because we do it to ourselves.
Yep. Man, bro.
I mean, because that right there, that was, I mean, hell, a motherfucker with ears motherfucker don't even have to see with eyes can tell that was overkill. I mean, shit, them bullets was flying like rain. Goddamn, I'm like, god damn. I said, if that nigga would have got up, they better take off running. I ain't trying to be funny, man. I'm making a joke of it in a way, but it's not funny. But it's funny to the fact where this shit is happening, and it's like it's business as usual. Now we see this. Now what? Now what we gonna do?
Ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay. Your brother Smith says 60 rounds of gunfire. Shit. Was that Afghanistan? God damn.
No, like the man, like Bam Gambino said, this is fair.
Well, like I say, it takes us to get the concepts of being unified again for shit like this to not happen.
Gonna be a remnant, bro.
Well, this is gonna continue to happen.
Like I say, everybody ain't gonna go.
I know it. You already said it. You said it clearly not too long ago, brother. Everybody not gonna be on the same level because you got black people right now sitting up there don't even know how to do the configuration of R. Kelly's 30-year sentence. They actually think they doing something. Think that the system of white supremacy is doing something good by putting this man in prison for 30 years. When this man was singing songs trying to get us to love and unify each other because we started falling off, we started lacking back in the 90s. A little bit, but not as much as it is now. Now, it don't even matter now. Like I say, my cousin, DJ Chopper, who's right here, he's right here in the truck with me, he'll tell you. Go in the club now, you hardly ever hear a slow jam being played. If you play a slow jam, you're going to have women telling you, ain't nobody in love in this motherfucker. You play a blues slow song, they get bitchy mad. But if you play that drill music, that trap music, oh yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Nobody in love no more in this motherfucker, what a broad told me back here. That's the reason why I avoid them motherfuckers as much as possible. I like women that love slow jams, that know how to be a woman. I don't like no woman that like to be on the same level as a man like me. No. Get your motherfucking ass away from around me, you crazy motherfucker, because you got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't need a motherfucker in the bathroom stand up pissing while I'm pissing. Stand up pissing. I'm talking about you a woman. I don't give a damn how long your clitoris hangs. I'm just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
But they ain't got us so fucked up in this society to where we don't even know how to be who we need to be no more. And like I said, that was straight overkill right there. All bullshit aside, that was fucked up. But the question is, what are we gonna do about it? Cause I was like, God damn. I'm talking about they were letting it sing.
Just another dead melon.
Then you got white people, they coming on there laughing and giggling.
Of course it is.
Cause they said, hell, he should have been resisting. I said, hell, even if he ran or whatever. I mean, all these white folks that run from the cops, they don't even get not even close to what he got.
Girl, they get out the truck with a knife and be swinging it on touchdown.
Hell yeah, come up there. Hey, put the knife down. Ah, get him. He got a knife. Get him. He got a knife. But you ain't gonna open up like you did on Brother Man.
Nah.
Because there's a code that y'all go by. Yeah, it's a brotherhood code that y'all go by. See, the police wasn't designed for the American people. The police was designed for niggas. Because you got to remember, 1877, they started to create this thing called overseers. What did overseers become later on? They had that same little 6-point star with overseer on the front of it. That became y'all sheriff department. It became law enforcement now. They didn't make overseers and the police departments for Caucasian people. They made it for niggas because niggas was free. Niggas was roaming the country. Didn't have nothing, no land, no job, no nothing. They had to have something to keep niggas in check. Just like Eddie Griffin broke it down. Police. Leased by rich people for the poor. Who's the poor people out here? Yeah, white people poor too, but there's a lot of us poor as well. Police. But anyway, we're gonna leave that bullshit alone. But all due respect to his family and friends and stuff like that. And my spiritual blessings goes out to Akron, Ohio. I'm sorry that happened to you guys out that way, man. But my thing is, what's the next step? What are y'all gonna do about it? Get out there and sing "Reach Overcome"? Or y'all just gonna and then go back to doing y'all little goofy ass shit y'all do? Keeping up shit with each other? Because like I say, it's a history lesson that we have to learn. We have to organize with each other. We have to be unified with each other. Other than that, this shit will stop. This shit will cease. You got to hit them where it hurts, in their pockets, goddammit. Stop going and buying Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Michael Kors, and all these Jordan shoes and shit. Learn how to save your money and put it to real use. Like bring some good real justice to the communities. Stop talking about, I don't know that nigga. I don't like that nigga because he fucked my old lady or she fucked my husband. Or keep having that mindset. You ain't gonna never get no goddamn way in this society. So the moral of the story is get your shit together, black people. Come on now. We got to do better. We got to do better. We're very spiritual minded, but we lacking on the concepts of our history. The Jews know about their history. Chinese, Japanese, Dominicans, Haitians, Jamaicans, Africans, all of them know their history, but we don't. We basically let them tell us our history. Gotta get out of that. Gotta get out of it ASAP. But anyway, what time is it, Chop? 8:45? Okay. Well, I guess we can go ahead and get ready to end this whole podcast. But, bro, you got anything you want to say? Oh, that's right. I'm already fucking up. Shout out to Erica Treese Williams. You know what I'm saying? Y'all guys inbox her. She's got a thing where she goes and feeds the homeless in Houston, Texas. And she said that if y'all could donate like canned goods and dry foods and stuff, dry stuff, you know what I'm saying, for the homeless, you can inbox her on Facebook or whatever the case may be. Or if y'all friends with her, you know what I'm saying, just hit her up. If y'all know her, you know what I'm saying, you know her number or whatever the case may be, call her. And she'll tell you, give you the rundowns on what y'all can do. You know what I'm saying? Because she's looking out for the homeless and stuff. And, shout out to her. I'm so proud of you, sweetheart. You just don't know. But, a lot of us, we need to learn how to look out for each other. That's why I'm talking about this whole unification. Because it ain't just, I'm not just saying about black people now. I'm talking about white people too. Because there are poor white people out here that need help too, just as well. You know what I'm saying? Because, if you go to California, you go to certain parts of Los Angeles, even out in Northern California, there's a whole lot of poor white people that the news don't even want to talk about. They just want you to think that you the ones are poor. But no, it's white people poor too. They fucked up too. That's why we gotta research things before we start letting other people tell you how things supposed to be. You always be fucked up. But anyway, like I say, y'all inbox her. She'll, you know what I'm saying, on things that she, you can, give to the cause, for her to take to the homeless. Like I say, canned goods, toothbrushes, you know what I'm saying, toothpaste and stuff like that. Hell, even clothing or something, you never know. Because there are needy people out here. And it's going to be to the point where we all have to look out for each other in the long run, because they're already showing you They're going up on gas prices. They're going up on food and every damn thing. So you might as well start your spiritual venture now. Help those, and those will help you. Because I'm telling you, when it get bad, you can't blame nobody but yourself if you ain't prepared. See, I'm prepared. I keep food and supplies and things of that nature at home, even out here on the road, just in case something go down. So I'm just letting y'all know. We gotta get in where we fit in. Shout out to Trees and Williams. But bro, you got anything you want to add to the situation before we get up out of here, bro?
Study to show yourself.
Huh?
Say study to show yourself approved.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. That's the damn show. Yeah. So, bro, I guess I don't know, like as always, doing the less talk rant. I'll probably be up on a rant probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'll keep you posted. You already know how we do it.
All right.
But I'm go ahead and get ready to end this whole podcast, bro. You know what I'm saying? And as always, appreciate the love, bro. You already know.
For sure.
All right, bro. We're going to holler at you.
All right, bro. Long peace. I mean, I'm safe out.
All right. Right back at you, bro. All right. That is going to conclude the podcast for the night. Much love and respect to you guys for watching tonight, man. But y'all, you know, even though I was tripped out about that video with the brother getting shot up like that, that wasn't no laughing matter. I just laughed to the fact where this shit is constantly happening, and we're not doing anything about it. And you might say, what are we supposed to do? Go out here and kill the cops? No, I ain't saying that. That ain't gonna do nothing but make shit worse. Because then we're gonna have to go to war, and a lot of y'all ain't prepared for war. And me, I ain't trying to go to war with nobody. I ain't trying to even get on that level. All I'm saying is you gotta hit these folks where it hurts, in their pockets. Stop supporting these police departments and these stores and things of that nature that support these racist police departments and government officials and all this shit. Stop giving these folks your energy when they don't give a damn about you. That's all I'm saying. Hit them where it hurts. That's what Dr. King did. And that's why he got murked, because he made some sense. And they know he made some sense. That's why they had to get him up out of here. Because they didn't want y'all to have sense to know what he was talking about. So y'all better think about this. Learn how to unify and unite with each other. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking that black women ain't shit, black men ain't shit, because we both ain't shit together. They don't like neither one of us. Ain't nobody no better than the next. I don't give a fuck how much education you say you have, PhD, MRA, bachelor's, master's, or whatever the fuck. It don't even matter. They still see you as a Negro. All day long. They don't see you no other way. And that's the hurting part about the situation. Because you try to build yourself up to be something that you're not. You know. And to my young folks, man, for real, y'all need to get a real big history lesson too. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to out-argue people older than you, thinking that you know more than they do, and you ain't been probably about 10 minutes on the planet older than them. You know what I'm saying? Thinking you know everything. You know, it's just like me and my cuz, we they're sitting there trying to tell one our little young relatives, goddamn it, about Chris Brown and Michael Jackson. You know, that's a cuss out. I mean, even though Michael Jackson is deceased or whatever the case may be, but for people to say that Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson, you know, when Chris Brown literally said that he idolized Michael Jackson, just like Usher and many others, Bobby Brown, a whole lot of dancers and singers, singing dancers out there idolized Michael Jackson, because even Michael Jackson was so smooth and such a good entertainer that people, even like myself, thought I was Michael. I had the Jerry curl, I had the motherfucking penny loafers and high water pants, goddamn thick ass white socks, wearing a glove, but it wasn't a real glitter glove. It was a motherfucking U.S. Navy glove, goddamn it, that my brother gave me or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Make me think I was like I was Michael, and some dark ass shades and a Jerry curl. But I mean, because he was just that talented. The energy he had was lovely. Everybody loved. And he sold out every stadium that he performed at. Chris Brown is not even that close to him. He's not even nowhere close to Michael on that level. And that's not a diss. It's because you got to understand, Michael had been talented since he was 5 years old. He got in the industry at the age of 8, 9 years old. He worked it with Motown. When they first started with Motown in 1969, clean all the way to 1975. Left Motown in 75, 76, ended up with CBS Records. Then with CBS from 1976 all the way clearly into 2000. And that's where the shit hit the fan, because he made these people a whole lot of money, but at the same time, Michael was cash poor. He might have looked like he had a lot of money, but Michael Jackson was dead broke, and that's what he had a problem with, and he wanted to speak out on it because he felt that they was fucking over him, which they were, and you already know what happened next. The same way they're doing R. Kelly. They crucified him. And one thing about it, I'll tell y'all something before I get up out of here. When Michael Jackson was living, they had him on the same level as they doing R. Kelly. Only thing about it, they didn't convict Michael Jackson like they did R. Kelly, because Michael Jackson had more money than R. Kelly. What they did though was they made the masses hate Michael, called them all kind of pedophiles, child molesters, and everything. Called him Wacko Jacko. Y'all probably don't remember that, but I remember that like it was yesterday. They making videos and jokes and everything about the brother. But when his time came about, where he transitioned in 2009, everybody took that smile and giggly, jokingly laugh and turned into a frown. He cried. Everybody cried and was hurt that he died. I was one of them. I was crying. I hurt. But I wasn't making jokes about it, because I knew Michael Jackson didn't rape no little boy. His ex-girlfriend, Stephanie Mills, even said that. Talked about how they dropped little boys off at the man's house. Dropping kids off in front of the man's mansion. Hey, but see, things like that, the media ain't gonna tell you, because the media works with the devil. And that's just the way it is. They crucify us, and they get us to help crucify us. Because see, Michael Jackson, we were sitting around and making jokes about the brother. Because see, that's the thing they do that really we don't seem to understand. Yeah, because I know it. We all can't believe it, especially the ones that basically grew up off his music, as well as Prince. But I'm going to tell you something. What I was saying is they basically crucified Michael Jackson, because this is how they do you. See, when they got to making jokes and talking about Michael Jackson and having everybody believe that he raped little boys or molested little boys or whatever the case may be, and we went along with it, when they felt like they got the masses to be on that mindset to think that Michael did what he did, that's when they went in and killed him. Don't be surprised R. Kelly be next. That's all I gotta say. See, we up here talking about that's good. He's getting 30 years. Oh, yeah. That's what he get. I hope he stay in there for the rest of his life. It don't work there. They gonna do it. If they don't do it, I'll be surprised. But don't be surprised. R. Kelly be the next one to be crucified and get him out of here. And the only people are gonna be looking, and people gonna be like, man, I can't believe they did that. Yeah, they did it. Mm-hmm. With your help. Cause see, one thing about it, we ain't got sense enough to find out things because we so quick to be emotional about every fucking thing that they put in our fucking face. Damn. Learn how to find out shit before you start thinking about saying stuff, you know. Cause like I said, I tell people all the time, I don't support pedophilia or none of this shit. But you know what? Pedophilia was in this country way before R. Kelly. But the people that were doing the pedophilia shit didn't look like me or you. They looked like the other side because they the one created pedophilia. And they the ones that right now working on making it come legal. Just like they did with the homosexual situation, same-sex situation. See how they did that? They was talking about that. You had you was a fucking crazy motherfucker if your ass wanted to fuck a man in the ass back in the days. You had a problem. They consider you not like illegitimate, fucked up in the head. But now you can do what you want to do. And even the preacher saying, "Oh, Jesus said you can love him now." Y'all better wake up. I'm telling you, this shit finna get crazy as a motherfucker. That's why me and my brother, Dark Prince, call it the Muppet Show, because this is what's happening right now. This ain't nothing but a motherfucking freak show that's going on in society right now. But anyway, shout out to you guys, man. I'm finna go and get about this thing. You know, as always, I'm always show a video clip of one of my TikTok hookups. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to go and get up out of here. Much love and respect to y'all, you know what I'm saying? As always, brother Spencer, Willie Spencer, my cousin Derek Tyler, Miss Treese Williams. Much love. You already know. But y'all guys have a good rest of the week, you know what I'm saying? Because what you saying before you get up out of here? Yep. Exactly. The documentary got R. Kelly locked up, and they still didn't show us no proof of the situation. Well, that's true, and they're not gonna show you because they feel like they don't have to. Because what they say goes, regardless if it's right or wrong in your eyesight. Because, like I told you, this is not about no little girls getting raped or play or whatever the case may be, because I heard so many stories: sex trafficking, pedophilia, molested, raped, or whatever the case may be. But this ain't got nothing to do with no young black girls being like what they say is going down. This is about the music itself, slow jams. They're trying to kill the slow jam groove. See, R. Kelly was considered the slow jam king, because everything that R. Kelly sung, people went out and bought it. And one thing, like I said before, they know what you like more than what you know you like, because they know that black women grooves and get emotional attached when they hear slow jam. They want to be loved. They want to be caressed. They want to be touched. R. Kelly had all that in his music. And the way things are going right now, the population control in the black community, they got to kill the main ingredient in that slow jam. Have you noticed why I said what I said about the clubs not liking slow jams anymore? They want to hear trap and that drill music shit. That's why. That's going to be the thing of the past if we don't fight back. Because you're going to have young folks telling you, I don't want to hear that shit. They already doing it now. Because they don't want you to be loved. They want you to be hated. You can't see when you love, when you being loved, you ain't got time to pick up a gun and kill nobody. You trying to be loved. When they kill that off, no more life on the planet. They want to see you extinct. They want to see black people be extinct. But I want to tell you something, Mr. White Man. If you're watching, if we get extinct, you won't exist either. So you might need to think twice, because we are the firstborn. We are the original people of this planet. And if we get up out of here, you sure enough can get up out of here. Because you think you're going to just run everything and everything going to be hunky-dory? No, don't work that way. Because the universal God that we serve and that runs this whole planet is our color. You didn't know that, did you? Well, you know it now. So play with it. Like the young folks say, play with it. But anyway, let me go and get my ass off here, y'all. Start talking this voodoo child talk shit, but it's the truth, though. I mean, hey, take it or let it alone. Because one thing about it, darkness gonna always overthrow light. The sun only stays up for so long, and then it goes right back dark, because darkness takes over anything light. Please believe it. That's why I love my darkness. But anyway, let me get up off this thing, man. Let me go and show on these couple of these videos, and then I'm finna go ahead and shut it on down for the night. Shout out to you, cuz. Like I say, cuz, just think about what I'm saying though. But I know you gonna figure it out, fam. I already know. But anyway, it's your boy Chaos. Y'all have a good night and be safe on this 4th of July weekend shit or whatever. Don't pop firecrackers and blow your fucking hands off or whatever. Don't hold them, motherfucker. Throw them on the ground. Anyway, I'm out.
This is not a life hack. This is a real little science experiment. Run your fingers over a mold of peeled garlic. You can easily lift the yolk. The shower is easy to clog up after a long time. Put the beer bag over the shower. Secure with a rubber band. Let sit for an hour. The shower is smooth again. You can't stick a potato through with a straw. Just pinch the top of the straw with your hand. I can't believe the potatoes are pierced. Do you know why? Cover the endless beer with a thin paper towel. Even if you turn the bottle upside down, the beer doesn't spill. Put a used mask on the end of the hairdryer and half-empty bottle. Turn on the hairdryer. It's a simple vacuum cleaner. The Coke tab broke accidentally. Just fold a piece of A4 paper in half 4 times. Rub the Coke back and forth. The Coke opened itself. Throw Grandpa's rusty wrench into the endless beer. Soak overnight and remove. The wrench is as good as new. Poke a small hole in the lid of a detergent bottle. Poke a hole in the position of the handle. A flower watering artifact that can control the size of the water is ready.
Charles, you know, I am your mother. Can't we have a conversation once without having an argument? I asked you, what's the matter with you?
I had a slight operation.
Operation?
A vasectomy. Throws you, don't it, huh? We want little cut, no babies. See?
Oh my God, Charles. You mean did you have yourself fixed? Oh, Lord, I know you're going crazy. You gave up your manhood?
Oh, Mama. Manhood is not between the legs.
What'd he write? Oh, Charles, is his thing cut off? He did not. Francis, you're full of shit. He said he told Mama. You heard him wrong. Charles wouldn't do a thing like that. He might. He's crazy.
But how could you do something so stupid?
Get out of here, man.
Hey, can I get you something?
No, just get out.
How about a drink of water?
I don't want nothing from you, man. Just get out of here. Stupid little kid.
Hey, Charles, did you cut your dick off?
Mama, you get this little dude out of here, man. You know it's...
Paul! God. You see, I saw it. He didn't cut his dick off.
Charles, you think you are so cool. Had yourself fixed, right? So you would never give no woman a baby. You did it to yourself. Gonna make a revolution. That's what Mr. Whitey does to the black man. He cuts off his manhood. But you did it to yourself. Just like Rupert's doing to himself.
Oh, he's doing what?
He's giving up, throwing it in. Life is over. Forgetting it.
Man, look, he was bad news. You're much better off without him.
Don't you never tell me when I'm better off. Don't you never tell me that. You did it to yourself, but don't you never tell me when I lose something that's goddamn special that I'm better off.
I only meant to...
I don't give a shit what you meant.
It's so good, it's so good. Feels so good to me. It's so good, it's so good. I don't wanna stop now. It's so good, it's so good. Feels so good to me. It's so good, it's so good.
DJ Mix Master Chaos.
Food.